Hi guys, Alex Teray here with IST CrossFit Impact Sports Training. I just wanted to talk to you guys today a little bit about meal planning and kind of what goes through my mind when I'm thinking about what to eat for the week. The way I kind of start is I first look at my proteins, I make a selection there, then I kind of get an overall theme for that meal, and then I base the carbs and fats and veggies off of that. From that, I build my grocery list and then I head off to the grocery store. I'll kind of show you that whole process on paper here in a second. What I recommend doing is kind of finding a day where you're gonna go grocery shopping. For me, it's Friday night. It seems to be not very busy at that time, and it's just a really good chance for me to do something positive on a Friday night. I do like to separate my grocery shopping trips from the actual day I'm gonna do my cooking. Now, not everyone needs to do meal prep, but I've found that it's been pretty successful over the last 3 years versus I come home from work, I'm really tired, and I'm just gonna go for something that's convenient. So if I have a meal ready to go, I'm just a lot more successful with that. So I've been doing this now for quite a while. I've kind of built a list of recipes, kind of all in my mind, but I've built a lot of recipes up and I probably have 20 to 30 meals that I can kind of think about that fit into my plan, and I use those throughout the weeks and months, and I kind of rotate through them throughout the year. So it definitely takes a little bit of time to get into this kind of thing, but once you get a handle on it, I think it will help you save a lot of time, help you reach your goals, and also help you save a lot of money because you're not going to be going out and grabbing food. You're probably going to be making better choices at the grocery store and stuff like that. So again, we're gonna take a look at what I do on pen and paper. Let's just kind of imagine it's Friday night or Friday during the day. I have a little bit of time and I'm gonna start planning out my meals for the upcoming week. So guys, I like to keep it really simple. I'm going pen and paper. Could definitely do this on a computer or an app or something like that, but pen and paper works best for me. I'm gonna have 6 meals per day, as you can see there. And I'm just gonna go along and kind of fill these out, and I'm gonna talk you through what goes through my mind with each meal. All right guys, so here we have meal 1, AKA breakfast. A lot of times in the morning I'm on the go, so I'm gonna do something that's pretty quick, something I can consume on my drive over to the gym or over to work. So for me, my protein, I like to just start with a shake. So I'm gonna use some whey protein for that, and a lot of the time I'll just knock my light off. I'll combine that with coffee. So I'm gonna add some coffee to that as well. Give me a little bit of energy, and mostly I just really like the taste. As I said, I'm on the go. I'm gonna grab some carbohydrate. I want fruit for this meal, so I'm gonna grab a banana, and I'm gonna add in an apple. Okay, pretty simple. I mix in an orange once in a while to get some variety. For fat, this is gonna be one of my staples. Peanut butter, typically I just grab a spoonful and go from there. Maybe I take half a spoon if I'm in a weight loss phase, and maybe I'm in a weight gain phase. Maybe I'm just gonna eat 2 to 4 tablespoons, okay? Veggie, I avoid that in the morning. Actually, I don't really want any, so I'm just not gonna have any. I'll add some more veggies later. On to meal number 2, also known as second breakfast or first lunch, whatever you'd like to call it. A lot of the times I'm gonna have an actual solid meal here, so I'm not going for that quick shake and fruit. I'm gonna go for something I'm going to actually prep. So this week I'm gonna have some chicken. And again, I like to kind of base my meals around that chicken. For this, I wanted to go with kind of an Asian styled chicken. So I'm gonna go with like a soy and sesame style. For carbohydrate, for me, easy choice. I just like to go with a rice. It could be white or brown. It's really up to you. Fat, I'm gonna cook the chicken, like I said, in that sesame oil. So I'm gonna get a little bit of fat from that. And then veggie, I like broccoli for this one. Okay, so the way I'd prep that is I'm probably gonna grill the chicken, cook the rice in my rice cooker, easy. The sesame oil will probably go into a marinade for the chicken. And then broccoli, I'll probably just roast in the oven, salt and pepper. On to meal 3, I'm gonna have another solid meal here. This week, I'm gonna have one of my staples. I'm going to have ground beef, and I'm gonna do this in a taco bowl style. So I'm going to do taco seasoning with the ground beef. Carbs, I'm gonna hit up the rice again, And I'm gonna have some black beans and corn. Now, black beans and corn both contain a little bit of protein, so I might need to take that into my calculation for how much ground beef I need. If you're not too specific, I think it's okay, and you can kind of just add a little bit here and there. For fats in this one, I'm again just gonna kind of go with the fat from the ground beef. Ground beef typically has a little more fat than something like, say, a chicken, so I'm not gonna add any additional fat there. This meal, you certainly could add maybe a cheese if you wanted, an avocado, or, you know, sour cream or something like that, but I'm not gonna add any additional fats to this. For veggies, I'm gonna use a salsa, and that's really gonna be that. I mean, you could count the cilantro too that I'm gonna add into the rice, but I'm not gonna count it. All right, we're on to meal 4. Typically, this is my post-workout meal. Typically, I'm gonna keep this super simple. I'm gonna do another shake. Carbs, I might go Gatorade. Or if I'm in a weight loss phase, it could be a fruit. Fat, none. I don't want any fat in my post-workout window. And also veggie is going to be none there. So very simple, shake, Gatorade, or fruit. Again, if you're trying to lose weight, it's probably a little more beneficial to consume a fruit rather than a sugary beverage such as a Gatorade. On to meal 5. This is typically my dinner meal. This is gonna be consumed at like between 5 and 7 p.m. You know, this might be a higher carb meal depending on my workout for the day, but again, I'll keep it pretty simple for the sake of the video. Let's say for this one, I'm gonna have chicken, and I want that to be with a pasta. So I'm gonna have a pasta. That pasta sauce is gonna include some olive oil, you know, cooked with some garlic or something like that. And then the veggies, I'm going to use tomatoes, which will also be part of the sauce. So again, a very simple meal there. I'd probably grill the chicken. Obviously, I'm gonna cook the pasta. And then for the sauce, I like to throw a little bit of garlic in with some olive oil. Cook that for 30 seconds to a minute. Toss in some tomatoes, let that reduce down. I guess you could consider basil a vegetable, but probably not really. But I'd add that in there as well for some more flavor. Down to the last meal. Typically this is gonna be before bed, for me at least. And this one I like to keep, this is pretty much what I have every single night. Protein, I like a casein powder, which is similar to whey, or a whey would work fine. And I add that in with my carbs, which are gonna be oatmeal. Oatmeal's high in fiber, good source of carbohydrate, and then fat, I'm gonna add some peanut butter to that oatmeal. Now, like I said, oatmeal's high in fiber, so veggies, I'm probably gonna skip here. And if I wanted some extra, I could just grab something to snack on. All right, so that's my kind of thought process when I'm going through and creating meals for myself for the week. Again, you could be someone who preps all those meals at once on like a Sunday, which is pretty popular, or maybe you just have those ingredients ready to go and you can prep them when the time comes. Now, it's really up to your preference. For me, I think prepping my meals on Sunday has helped me a lot in terms of my adherence to my nutrition. The convenience really helps me just grab those foods, toss them in the microwave, and then I can eat them whenever I need them. So that's something that's really helped me out. I do plan out all of my meals like this every single week. It helps me have a grocery list when I head to the grocery store. So again, I kind of plan them out, then I list the grocery list. Another thing you can do is maybe you want to select your proteins based off of what's on sale, right? We can make good decisions that way, financially, to save some money. Find the discounts, find the coupons, that sort of thing, and then you could base your meals off of that. And there's many ways to go about doing this. This is just what I've done and what's helped me recently. I think if you do plan something, it's gonna improve your success. Whether it's a big, complicated plan or something short and simple, you just have to find out what's gonna work best for you. And it might be a lot of trial and error, and that's totally fine. We have a lot of time to get this stuff right, so it's a good time to start now. Maybe you plan one meal per week and you go from there. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for your time, and hopefully you got something out of this nutrition video. Again, Alex Duray, IST CrossFit Impact Sports Training. Hope to see you soon.